What are your thoughts of just facing this Miami defense just for the second time?
Yeah, a fast-flowing defense. They get after the quarterback. They're definitely a challenge for us, and looking forward. Like our plan, and looking forward to attacking these guys this week.
I know you didn't play against them the first time, but just kind of what do you see as far as the differences between week 4 and now?
Yeah, just a couple personnel changes. Some of the stuff that they major in, but they're still doing a good job of trying to confuse quarterbacks and getting after it by multiple looks in different front packages.
Tyrod, at this point in your career, how much do you think about the future and how much longer you want to play, or do you truly just stay exactly
in the moment, man? Tomorrow's not born. Yesterday's dead.
Would you? I mean, I guess I should word it this way too: is that have you thought about do you want to keep playing? Like, do you view this as a year-to-year business at this point in your career, or is it?
I haven't even got that far. I truly just try to attack each day. Thankful for the opportunity that I'm getting now, and trying to fully embrace that and do the best that I can day in and day out. On the field, in the classroom, and just try to be a leader for these guys in the locker room.
You took a couple of shots last week. How'd you feel in the days after that?
Not too bad. It's a violent game we play, and obviously it's a fast game we play, but for the most part it wasn't too bad. A little sore Monday waking up, but nothing too crazy.
Is there an art to sort of avoiding catastrophic hits and damaging hits? Something you learned?
Sometimes, you can't avoid it. Like I said, the game is violent, and it's fast, and sometimes we can't always see what's coming at us in the pocket. Sometimes blindside hits. But, whenever you're moving and you have a chance to create, extend plays, you have to be smart with doing so. So you want to pick and choose. Obviously, a clean game is perfect, but or is ideal, but that's not a reality in this game. So I guess it is the art once you are moving, but nothing is predictable.
What is the difference between taking care of your body at 36 as opposed to when you first got in the league?
Just staying in the routine. I think I talked about it before, but I was fortunate to learn from a bunch of veterans early in my career to pick their brain on what it took to create longevity in this league. And over the years, I've created a routine for myself and try to stick to it. Some days your body don't feel like doing that routine, but I've known that this has worked for me to get to this point. So just continue to keep being consistent.
Where overall have you seen the most growth of this team? Comparably, early in the season, dropping a lot of one-score games. Now you guys are going 3 of 5 and going for 4 of 6 this weekend.
Yeah, obviously with the younger team, it takes those experiences to be able to have the resiliency that we've had lately. You obviously want to be on the winning side of those one-score games, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned. And I think that this team has learned from the past, and each week creates its own challenge. But this is a team that doesn't waver, it doesn't blink. We're confident, and we look forward to those moments because we know that we've been there before, and this isn't foreign territory for us.
You speak about the importance of winning inside the division.
Yeah, very important. It's where you kind of create your own destiny. Obviously, out of the division games matter as well too, but the ones in the division are very key, and you try to, at very least, you try to split on those. But you want to be better than we had before in those division games, and we got a few opportunities to kind of correct those mistakes moving forward.
What do you think from Mason Taylor just kind of throughout the season? It seems like he's starting to maturate and become a bigger part of your offense.
Mason's done a great job. We've asked him to do a little bit of everything in the passing game as well as in the blocking game. And pretty sure when he first came here, he didn't know he was going to have to be blocking some of these defense ends that he's blocked before this season. But very dynamic player. Very impressed by him and his ability to get open. So he's a matchup problem, and looking forward to continue to keep getting him the ball.
What has been the key for your ability to keep your speed and your flexibility as a scrambler, escaping the pocket? Because age is just a number, but sometimes older quarterbacks lose that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't feel my age. I know it's a reality, but I still train hard, take care of my body as best as I can, and I think even when not starting, my routine is the same, and I think that gives myself the best chance. I've also been blessed. I thank God for that. I thank my parents for good genes, but I put the good work in as well too.
What age do you feel?
Not 36. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes my choice of music makes me feel old in this locker room, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have an age that I feel, but sometimes like you forget. Well, I forget that it's 15 years. I was actually talking to Torrey Smith, one of my old teammates. We got drafted in Baltimore together. He was our second-round pick, and when we was playing Baltimore, he does some sideline reporting or he does some pregame stuff for him. And I was like, man, can you believe like 15 years ago, like we got drafted here? And he was like, yeah, Ty, but I don't know that grind no more. And I was like, wow, it's kind of just crazy to think that I think it's only 5 guys left in the 2015 or 2011 draft. Thankful to be one of those guys. But yeah, I never looked at it as an age thing. It's just how I feel. And I feel young, and I'm gonna continue to keep training and pushing myself as long as the body allows it.
When you guys were watching the film, did any of the guys like say, "He's still got wheels"?
Oh, I heard that on the sideline when I came to the sideline. I told him not too much, no, not too much.
Did you see the hit that Jackson Dart took the other night?
Yeah.
What did you think of that? And do you have any advice for him?
Yeah, I mean, you never want to take what makes a guy special. I mean, it was a legal hit. I mean, my advice to him just would be to, be smart about those. Over the course of a season, over the course of a career, those add up, and your best ability is availability. So you want to be out there for the guys and making plays, but by all means, do what feels natural, but understand the toll that it takes when you continue to keep taking those hits.
Is that something you had to last one there?
Yeah, I for sure had to learn that. As a dual threat guy, I've definitely taken some hits that I shouldn't have taken in my career. And there's learning. There's a learning curve that comes with that, and hopefully he learns quicker. Hopefully he learns sooner than not, because he's a special player and his team is better, obviously, when he's available.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. God bless.
You've not let up a 300-yard passer this year. I don't know if you knew that, but just talk about the pride you have in that, and it's not allowing quarterbacks to go crazy this year.
Yeah, you got to have that as a DB, as a unit. And so I did not know that stat. Honestly, I just focus on did we win or did we lose. But yeah, we take pride in that, and so we just got to continue to play our style of ball and limit explosives and whatnot. And yeah.
Miami has an explosive offense, one of the tops in the league. How do you guys contain them?
You said how?
Yeah, how do you contain them?
Yeah, we trust our coaches, and they'll give us a great game plan, and so it's just up to us to go out there and like I said, just play our style of ball, make it tough, on the quarterback, make them, throw it blind in the tight windows, and so we just have to do that, and yeah, that's how we'll do it.
It seems like the defense has played a lot better recently. Just what do you contribute that to?
Yeah, I think just guys just playing fast, less thinking and more just reacting and just playing fast. And so I think our coaches have put us in great position to go out there and do that. And so we just have to continue.
How much of that you think is as far as like players being comfortable with the scheme now as opposed to
it could attribute to that. Yeah, I think guys are just becoming more familiar with, how we want to attack offenses and whatnot, and how they're going to attack us. And so I think we have guys that have really just honed into their craft and to their responsibilities on the field, and it's showing.
How challenging is Mike McDaniel's scheme to face as a defender with all the movement, all the eye candy? They're always moving all over the place.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of movement, and so it's just we just have to play with great eyes, great discipline. Like you said, they're going to discipline our attack our eyes and see if we're looking at the right stuff. And so we just have to just look at what we're supposed to look at and make plays.
Obviously, the defense wants to make big plays, be a big part of wins. You guys were able to get 2 big stops at the end of that game. How much pride do you guys have in that? How much does that build in you guys' confidence?
Yeah, I think, just as a defense, I think we want to win the game, for the team. And so for us to be put in those positions, it kind of showed, what are we made of? You know what I mean? Like you said, those are two big stops at the end of the game, crucial stops, and allowed our offense to get on the field and drive the ball down and get Nick, in a good position to kick the game-winning field goal. So, we take pride in that for sure.
What's different about Miami's offense than maybe week 4? Obviously, no Tyreek. What else you see?
Yeah, I mean, they, I don't want to put out there what we see, but yeah, I mean, they've got explosive guys all over the field. They've obviously they've lost Tyreek. Hope he's doing well, whatnot. But they've relied heavily on the running back A-Chain, and so he's been a big explosive guy for them. Since the injury to Tyreek, and so we just have to stop the run. Stop the explosive passes, and yeah.
As a quarterback, how can you help run defense, especially stopping a guy like has as much dynamic speed as they?
Yeah, I mean, sure. The corners, we have a gap too, and so we gotta fill the run gap, and AZ and I, as well as the rest of the DBs, but just specifically corners. We take pride in coming down and tackling, and that's the expectation here, and that's the standard, and so we definitely ain't in the run game.
What have you seen from AZ in terms of his development and his play time has increased?
Yeah, he's doing a hell of a job. He's doing a hell of a job. He's got some welcome to the NFL moments, but he hasn't wavered. He hasn't back down at all. So it's good to see young guys stepping up and be in those big moments. Especially towards like the end of the game, last game. Where we need like key stops and whatnot. So we got a young group in the back end, but all of them are doing a hell of a job.
In the first matchup, I think Darren Waller had a couple of touchdowns. Obviously, a rare talent at tight end with his speed and athleticism. What do you guys need to do to perhaps handle that position better this time around?
Yeah, I mean, sure. We just just playing our style of defense. We're not focused on just one particular guy. We know what he did in the last game. But we just have to go out there and play our style of defense. Get the ball off guys, make it hard for them to catch it, and just limit the yak. But so yeah.
What about A-Chan's speed? You talked about him a little bit before, but I think he ran 4.32 when he came out of Texas A&M. What does that speed element do as far as making him even more dangerous?
Yeah, I mean he's got the explosive speed to take it to the house at any point in the game. But I mean, at the end of the day, we just have to rally and tackle and get the ball carried down and like I said, limit the yak, whether it's a catch and run or just a downhill run, whatever it is. We just got to get them on the ground regardless of the speed.